Not for a while, DW.
How about a tidal wave drill? I've seen some pretty big waves at Bear Lake. Or volcano drills. We have to be ready for anything, you know. What about a sudden loss of gravity drill?
How did it go, DW?
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It was just a fire drill. Can I have a cookie?
My sister DW can drive me crazy, but there's someone who drives her crazy too. The Tibble twins. Because they always want to be better than DW at everything.
DW, we can yell louder than you.
I don't care.
Yada, 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 yada.
They could ride a two-wheeler first. And they could tell time before DW. They said.
So, what time is it?
It's 11 to 12.
He's right. Someday I'm gonna be able to do something you can't.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I'd rather read it myself.
What on earth was that?
We caught a tiger. We caught a tiger.
Oh, dear.
Oh, rats. That's not even a tiger.
I'm so sorry, sir. Did you boys ask permission to dig this hole?
It's not a hole. It's a Burmese tiger trap. And he broke it.
Can I keep the peanut butter cup?
DW, the Tibble twins are coming over for an hour while Mrs. Tibble goes to buy sod.
Don't worry, Mom. You look up the china, I'll get a soccer ball and keep them out in the yard. I'm gonna be trapped inside with the Tibble twins for a whole hour?
I can run faster than you, DW. I can get dizzier than you, DW.
I have an idea. Let's sit quietly and color. Quietly. This is my favorite coloring book. You've got to help me with the Tibbles.
I have 207,000 math problems to do for homework.
But when you babysat them, they were quiet.
Yeah, I told them a story.
We can bounce higher than you.
Sit down and I'll tell you a story.
You can't tell a real story. The only real stories are in books. And you can't read.
I can too read.
You cannot read. Because we can't. And if we can't, you sure can't.
I guess I can read before you. I've been reading for a long time.
Since when?
Since last Thursday. I already read all these books.
No way, no way, no way, no way! If you can read, what's that say?
It says television.
Is that right? I don't know. I can't read. Sounds right. Okay, read us this book. It's got lots of pictures, so we'll know if you're reading it right.
That's boring. Let me find a good one. This one's great.
That's all words.
I'll read them all to you. Sit. These are the adventures of a smart, great, perfect girl named BW.
Hey, that's close. If it was DW, I'd think you were making this up.
Quiet. I'm reading. BW was a great kid who was a princess, a genius, and a cool person, but she was too polite to brag. And she had her own pony, who lived in her room, and her parents said that was okay. It was a perfect life, except for one thing. A big old nasty thing. And that thing was... her big brother! He wasn't just a big brother. Like, that's not bad enough. He was a big brother Mega-Transformalizer! And like that wasn't bad enough, he had an awful partner. Carto!
The hungry robot, he just wants to eat. The hungry robot, likes veggies more than meat.
Their most recent rotten crime, they stole the world's most valuable snowball. They won't get away with this! BW to Walter, have you located the bad guy's hideout?
Locked on, BW. Sending you in 3, 2, 1, transfer.
I'm gonna take him by surprise.
Oh, no, you're not?
That balance beam, my only chance.
Nobody's that good on a balance beam.
She'll never get away. She can't even ride a two-wheeler.
Oh no!
Not only can she ride a two-wheeler, she can ride a no-wheeler.
They chased and chased, but couldn't catch her. Then they chased her over the lake, which everybody said had no octopuses in it. But really, there were over 7,000 octopuses in it. Because she was brave and didn't panic, the amazing DW escaped. But the bad guys weren't so clever. That night, BW went to a restaurant with her parents. Only BW was smart enough not to eat the spinach that had turned everyone else into spinach heads. Mom, Dad, don't eat the... Oh, the only thing that cures spinach heads was the power ring of power. BW knew that the ring was being used at her Aunt Lucy's wedding. The power ring fell into the organ. BW reached for it, grabbing it just before it fell to the center of the earth. But BW couldn't use the ring, for without the magic blankie, the ring was powerless. My magic blankie is missing. BW called for her secret agent Nadine, an agent so secret no one else had ever seen her. Secret agent Nadine located the blankie, but finding it wasn't that easy and the super confusing all-in-one mark. We're lost. We're not lost. They were lost, possibly forever. Wait! Look! I knew I'd find it someday. The snowball can show us the way out. Look! Inside Crazy Bus! My blankie!
DW, wait!
Why? I've got my snowball, my blankie, and Crazy Bus will take us home. What could be wrong with... BW had been tricked by her rotten brother. No one could save her now.
I knew she'd fall for the old phony glowing snowball trick.
BW's faithful eagle Spanky flew to the rescue like a streak of bird. The brave and bold bird defeated the villain, but he sacrificed himself to save her. His heart was too big. BW's good friend, the president, had a big funeral for the brave bird.
Spanky was the bravest, boldest, best bird.
Spanky was so brave.
He was the best bird.
Tommy, Timmy, your grandmother's here.
Aww. Rats!
DW, what did you do to them?
She read to us from the best book ever.
I'll go open the door for Mrs. Tibble.
She read to you? DW?
From one of your books. Can we borrow it? She didn't finish.
Yeah, sure.
Bye, DW.
Wait, the book!
Arthur said we could borrow it.
Grandma, you have to read this book to us tonight. It's great.
They're gonna find out you can't really read, DW.
So, it kept them quiet, and for one day, I could do something they couldn't.
That's where DW stopped reading.
Leonardo da Vinci worked hard to
What?
Who's Lemon Yellow da Vintage?
Read it right, Grandma. Agent BW was with the president.
Huh? Well, this book is about Leonardo da Vinci.
Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, it's a magic book. Every time you read it, it's a different story.
Exactly. We'll never need another book as long as we live.
Leonardo da Vinci worked hard to invent a flying machine.
Wait till I read like DW.
Me too.
And I say, hey, what a wonderful